That's okay.
There we go. Thank you. Now all we need is hopefully we can still share. That's the next important thing. PowerPoint slideshow. Now, can you people see the PowerPoint slideshow or not?
No.
No. Okay. We'll try again then. Now my computer's locked up. Oh, isn't it always the way? Can anybody still hear me or not?
Yes,
Yes.
we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, gee, this is very frustrating. I haven't had that problem before, so I don't.
If Lisa's a co-host, can she share the screen?
Well, she can try, but I
co-host.
can't even
Hang on.
control it at the moment. I should be able to move the slide, but it's not letting me do anything.
Always a pain, Lee.
Control Alt Delete, they always say, don't they?
They might blow up the world. Oh, it's under more as well. Share screen.
Yes.
But I haven't got the screen. My screen isn't showing that though.
Oh,
Oh, this is so annoying.
I don't know any of it.
Oh, is Lee still there?
I can see him.
Oh, okay. I can't.
He's certainly not saying anything.
Okay.
Can anybody see that or hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh,
We can't see your screen though.
Yep, we can hear you as well.
Ah,
can
There we
people
go.
hear me now?
Yay.
yay.
Hey, well done.
I can't hear anybody though.
You did well.
Perfect.
Can anybody hear me, or I can't hear you? I can't hear Lisa.
No, we
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you. Can you hear me now, Lee?
No, he mustn't be able to. I wonder, can we send him a message in chat or something?
Yep.
Now we've lost it again.
Oh,
Now it's disappeared.
Hi.
hello. We could hear you fine, but you couldn't hear us, evidently.
Okay, I don't know whether anybody else can hear you or not though. That's
You know,
it.
we can.
They can hear
Yeah.
me. Yes.
And we
Can they? All right, well, I
And tell
need,
him that we could see the screen, but now we
all
can't.
right,
And we could see the screen, but now we can't.
right, I'll need to share the screen. Let's see what happens.
There we go.
Okay,
Lovely.
all good.
Okay, all right, I'll leave the phone on.
I think so. Is that
Alright.
okay?
Will you just tell me when I can hear you.
Perfect.
I think I can hear you now, actually. So you make a start, Lisa.
Okay, lovely. All right. Did you want to put that to minimal so that they can see all the screen or not worry? Don't worry. Yep. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Off we go. Okay. So if we could just go back to the start. Just up. Next to the very start, to the first one. Up. Can you hear me, Lee? Hello there.
I'll keep the phone going because I can't hear you otherwise.
All right. No worries at all.
Sorry, start again, please.
That's all right. Good as gold. All right. Hello, everyone. Well, today I want to talk to you about a vital aspect of your business that often gets overlooked, but's crucial to boost sales and foster lasting loyalty with your customers, particularly in these difficult economic times. In a garden centre, the experience and expertise you offer are just as important as the products that you sell. So, an engaged customer feels valued and understood, and this is key to building a thriving business. It's not just about completing a transaction. You need to create a connection to turn casual visitors into loyal customers that not only return regularly, but also recommend you to their friends and family. Next slide. So going to a garden, can you go to the, yep, perfect. Going to a garden centre, you know, gardening, it's about creating an exceptional experience. Gardening is an extremely personal and often emotional activity, and that's why customer engagement is so important in our industry. Customers come to you not just for healthy plants and tools, but for advice, for inspiration, and for a sense of community. And by engaging with them through friendly, knowledgeable staff and personalised recommendations or hands-on workshops, we enhance their overall experience. Gardeners want to go to a garden centre that they have trust and confidence in the advice they are given, whether it's plant selection, plant positioning, pruning, pest and disease control, fertilising or watering requirements. And I suppose, you know, do you and your staff recognise and tailor your stock and your service levels to the demographics of your customer base that continually changes? Do you understand your customers' needs and are you servicing them adequately? Next slide. Next slide. Yep, lovely. So enhancing customer service, ensuring your staff are friendly, welcoming and helpful, and that there's a horticulturist on hand to provide knowledgeable advice and support. I realise from speaking to garden centres that staffing is a real challenge, but it's important that you try to instill in your staff the vital role that they play in the business and your expectations of what good customer service looks like. How you want customers greeted and asked if they require assistance. How are people spoken to on the phone? I just know my experience at the moment, you know, like a lot of garden centres I'm speaking to working for GCA over the phone, and, you know, some of the experiences I have when I'm, you know, when they're answering the phone varies greatly. So, you know, these are all things to consider. For example, here we've got Olivia from Poynton's Nursery. Now, that's my local nursery. That's who I go to. I go into Poynton's, Olivia sees me, Rhonda sees me straight away. They're like, hello, Lisa, how are you? What are you doing today? It's personal. Similarly, my mother goes down to Valley Road. You know, so she goes down there and she sees Brad. He sees that my mother's been to the grocery store. The car's loaded up with groceries. So, but she still loves to pop into Valley Road and to have a browse around. And Brad, of course, says, Sandra, Mrs. McCann, Do you need, you know, if you need me to deliver, it's no problem. It's all about that personal, enhancing the customer service and making people feel valued and special, and that it's a place that they want to keep coming back to. So it's all about that in-store experience, that welcoming atmosphere, creating an inviting and immersive environment that encourages to explore and to want to come back repeatedly. The garden layout as well, ensuring your garden centre is inviting and easy to navigate with changing impulse buys, as well as seasonal and key retail themed displays. Do you have a calendar plan for your garden centre of merchandising and themes for the year? Because planning is key. Next slide. Yeah, so driving sales through education. Gardeners crave, I know I do, we crave advice and education. People ring Graham Ross, for example, on a Sunday morning, just last Sunday morning. This woman rings up at 6 a.m. I've got cupworm on my corn. I didn't know what cupworm on the corn was, but it's a thing. And people are ringing up, they crave information, or they go to their garden centre to ask what, you know, with photos, what's wrong with this, what's wrong with that. So by offering workshops, demonstrations, and a high level of customer service, you are equipping your customers with the knowledge to succeed in their gardening endeavours. And that's what we all want. We want to exceed. We want to have an amazing garden at home. And as a rule, educated customers then are more confident, are willing to invest more in their garden, knowing they have the support and guidance they need. And then they're going to rave about their garden, and they're going to rave about you to their friends and to their family. And the value of events and workshops. You know, events and workshops attract customers. You have seasonal plantings, you have pruning workshops. Gardeners love hands-on workshops with demonstrations on gardening techniques and plant care. I went to a couple of rose prunings this year. They're things that interest me, and you can't quite see the picture there, but I love topiary as well, and going to topiary workshops as well. I find so interesting about getting my techniques right on doing spiral topiaries. So offering workshops that align with your gardening calendars, such as preparing the garden for winter, rose pruning techniques, all of those things are drawing people in and engaging your customers. Partnering with local experts, authors, suppliers, or associations. I know the Victorian Rose Society, they've done a round of rose pruning demonstrations at different garden centres. All those sorts of things in store during business hours or of an evening to educate people are all engaging your customers. Themed events, hosting themed events around holidays or special occasions to add a festive and fun element to attract families and individuals looking for unique experiences. And then obviously interactive activities. We've got the school holidays coming up, offering kids gardening workshops to engage and cultivate the next generation of little green thumbs, and then also allowing mum to have a browse around and look around herself about what she'll, or dad or grandparents or whatever, what they then can buy for their garden as well. So consider offering also exclusive deals and discounts to the attendees of those workshops is always a good thing. And I suppose the hot tip that I'd say about making a memorable experience in these sorts of events is that avoid long lectures. Focus on people are wanting hands-on demonstrations, and then also if you can provide something to take home to extend that experience and to bring them back, because that's what you want, right? So building this loyalty and advocacy. Sorry, next slide, Lee. Yep, that's it. Yep, lovely. Building loyalty and advocacy. So engaging customers are loyal customers. They feel connected to your business, and they are more inclined to share their positive experience with others. As we know, word of mouth can be one of the most powerful and zero-cost forms of advertising. So leveraging your loyalty programs and your promotions. So your loyalty programs, they're rewarding your repeat customers, encouraging them to return more frequently, as well as providing valuable data on customer preferences and behaviours. So you've got a variety of loyalty programs. You've got your point-based systems where the customers earn points for every purchase redeemable for discounts or free product. You've got tiered programs that offer increased benefits as customers reach higher spending levels. And you've got your gardening clubs that provide members with special offers, early access to new products and VIP events. All of these things help with your customer engagement. You've got your promotions, your seasonal promotions, your flash sales, your limited offers. At the moment, you know, with June 30, you see a lot of the garden centres are all having all these flash sales and limited offers prior to June 30. You've got your bundling products. So you're offering discounts on complementary products to plants, such as your potting mix, your pots, your fertilisers, all those sorts of things, and your educational promotions. So the potential opportunity to combine your loyalty program and your promotions. So offering, as you know, you can see Grow Centre offering those sort of double loyalty programs during a flash sale, and then also your loyalty program that provides excellent customer data to then tailor your promotions to the shopping habits of your customers, because you really need to then use these programs to assess what's working and what's not, and to understand better the demographics of your customer base, and then also to look at that against your stock holdings and the mix that you're holding at present and what's working and what's sitting. Next slide. Utilising technology. So engaging customers isn't just limited to face-to-face. In this day and age, social media has a huge role to play. So actively engaging with customers on social media platforms by creating and sharing garden tips, showcasing new products and responding to comments and questions promptly is going to pay huge dividends. Highlighting customer stories and testimonials on your socials builds a real sense of community and trust. And that's what you're really wanting to get that customer engagement. Running online contests and challenges foster a sense of community and excitement. So again, you can't quite see here, but Growmaster Traralgon did a really simple competition on social media and it went gangbusters. And it was a smile competition. Did anyone see it at all? Perhaps? If you haven't, I would invite you to have a look at Growmaster Traralgon, of their social media and of the photos. A smile is a curve that sets everything straight. But the photos that they then had, which then resulted in the prize being a voucher to the garden centre, was incredible.
Lisa, I don't know whether people can move the images of faces around. I can on my screen. I can take that away from Growmaster Traralgon just by clicking on it with the mouse. Can anybody else do that? Gets that out of the way or not? I can move it around, but I think it only moves on my screen, but it would help you to see that screen of Growmaster Traralgon.
We've just been
No,
able to
can't
take
grab
out
it.
along too. It's down at the bottom of the screen now.
No, it doesn't matter. No, press on.
Okay, no worries. So yeah, so Growmaster Traralgon, they did a smile social media competition, and to create a sense of community and to just something uplifting. That was it cost nothing. It's simple, but it was uplifting, and the level of customer engagement they got was amazing. Okay. The red scarf competition. I don't know if there's anyone seen Tim at Campbelltown, what he does with the red scarves for charity, and the level of engagement that he's got from selling these red scarves over winter. Another simple, easy thing, but the level of customer engagement that he's got's been unbelievable. So they're just some really simple things that you can do, but also by showcasing and just as we're starting to get things launching with One Tree Per Child, the sort of customer success and local success that we're getting, they're the sorts of things that are proving to engage customers every bit as much as photos of Jimmy Barnes and Olivia Newton-John. So customer success stories, they really build a strong connection with your customers, even when they're physically not in the store. And community building, hosting community events, gardening clubs and social events bring customers together and build that sense of community around the garden centre. Because when it's all said and done, Your garden centres are personal, and that's why people like myself and others come to you. We don't want to go to Bunnings that are faceless. We want to go somewhere like to you that's personal and that we're supporting local business. And that's something that you have to keep promoting amongst your business. Next slide. Next slide. Yeah. So creating that lasting loyalty, you know, I've got trust and confidence in Olivia at Poyntons. I've got trust and confidence in seeing Tony and going to his rose pruning at Acorn. Similarly, Michelle at Town and Country, and this is also Poyntons there that you can't see there, but building that trust and confidence in the advice that you provide and the products you sell. That's what it's about. It's personal. You all have your own unique style and character, and you need to capitalize on that. That is your greatest asset, is your personal, unique style that you have, as every bit as much as the products that you sell, the friendly nature that you have, that Brad wants to, you know, says, Mrs. McCann, I can deliver that for you. That's no problems at all. Seeing as you've just been and gone, you've got your groceries and you can't fit it in the car. Or every time I walk in, Rhonda says to me at Poyntons, hello, Lisa, how's your garden going? I feel like she cares about me. I don't get that at Bunnings, but I get that when I go to Poyntons because it's personal. And that's your greatest asset, in my opinion. Next slide. So the One Tree Per Child initiative, this is a wonderful tool to engage with community, to promote gardening as a fun family activity and increase foot traffic into your garden centre. And that's why that's why we want it for you. And, you know, you can see here what Newmans have done and promoting, you know, creating that personal aspect by the photo there of the whole family, you know, and the level of community engagement that they've got from that is amazing. Next slide. Yep. So you see here, Garden World, what they've done, what Megan and the team there have done with the reels that they've done on social media. And with little Austin there putting, you know, they've just had a piece of old masonite and they've painted a photo of a tree there, and they're putting the hand print there, promoting the kits, promoting them coming back in. Sorry, I meant to mention as well. So Newmans, you know, they've got seeds, they've got little gloves and all sorts of things to engage the children and to engage family, to promote that gardening is a fun, low-cost family activity, that it's good for all, and wanting them to come back into you. Next slide. The wishing tree. This is another idea that I think I was speaking to Prue at Allowan, and I think she's going to do. Is, you know, the wishing tree, having them coming back in as well, and one of the trees she's going to have where they'll put tags on it, you know, to write their wishes, because, you know, gardening, it's all about creating the magic. And that's what, when we come to a garden centre, we come to you for escape, because we want to create our own little bit of magic in our own backyard, and we come to you for advice and inspiration, and that's what you offer us. And the final slide. So I love this one that Lumpies have at Lumpies. Until then, keep planting smiles and growing giggles with every visit to Lumpies. So customer engagement, it's not just a nice to have, it's a must have for any garden centre looking to boost sales and grow its customer base in these economic times. By making your garden centre a go-to point that people love going to, because they have beautiful things where they can learn more about improving their garden, you build a loyal community and ensure your customers keep coming back and bringing others with them. And that's all. Thank you.
Lisa, I'll stop my share and see if I get my screen and sound back. I don't know if it will. Can people hear me now or not? No, yep. I have no idea what's happening here, but anyway, very strange. Lisa, do you want to ask for any questions? I'll see if I can get some sound. So I wish I could work out what's happening. The sound's on full, so I don't know what's happened there.
We can hear you.
Oh, you can?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you, Lisa. As you can see, Lisa's been looking at social media and visiting quite a few garden centres to pick up some ideas. we'd love any more. I keep on asking people for photos. We don't get a lot, so we sort of chase what we can. But it is great to see what others are doing. We can all learn from each other. But does anybody have any questions on that, please? I'm sure Lisa would love some questions. Anything you have in mind, please throw it at Lisa. I'm sure she'll answer it for you.
Lisa, if you found out sort of feedback on the best time of the day or the weekend to have these kind of promotions, I wonder, if there's any feedback from the garden centres about whether it's the mums that come when the kids are at school or whether it's better to have things on the weekend when you're actually going to be busy anyway, I guess.
Yeah. In terms of workshops for adults or workshops for children? Sorry.
For both, really. I mean, the children are obviously at school, so that's the school holiday idea, but I'm just thinking about trying to get people generally along maybe at the quieter times.
For demonstrations and such, yeah. I suppose it depends too, people work as well, where, as a rule, most of the workshops and demonstrations I'm seeing are of a weekend so over the long weekend, it worked really well. They'd have rose pruning on the Sunday, and then they also had it on the King's birthday Monday.
What's the thoughts from others, James? What do you think when you have workshops? What do you find the best times?
We don't really actually do very many workshops. We haven't done them for quite some time. So, yeah, it's a bit tricky. Like, we find that if you do them during the week, you don't get people coming, and then you do it when you're busy, and it sort of becomes a bit hard to manage because there's, enough people here anyway. So it can be tricky working out the right time, I suppose.
Do you do YouTubes, demonstrations via YouTube that you can direct your customers to? No? Because I know so many people nowadays, they just head straight to YouTube to find things out. And I do feel it would be good if it was, nursery people and horticulturists that were doing them rather than, people that are just trying to increase their YouTube profile and perhaps
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, good point. What about you, Kate? Do you been running any workshops or events in store?
We do workshops occasionally. We've done them over on the weekends, normally in the morning, often first thing. We've found we've had to do both Saturday and Sunday because there are church people that want to be able to come on a Saturday. I think people do like the interaction a little bit more. People really like things like lists of plants. They like really solid information. If it's information, they want to know exactly which plant should I plant. But we'll do some pruning, fruit trees and that kind of thing, possibly a bit more interactive over the next few months, I suspect.
Right. Okay. Anybody else got anything they'd like to add on anything at all? Doesn't have to be in what we've just spoken about. We've just got a couple of minutes to go.
In Sydney, I've noticed too, some of them will have and I know you probably cringe, but of an evening, like of a Wednesday evening, they'll have, and they might have, a supplier, sponsor, or someone talk, or an author talk. But they'll have an evening, and they've charged to do it. And it's been like a VIP for their members, and that's worked really well.
Very good. Now, Lisa, you have some notes. I mean, we could distribute them to all the people who have been involved if they would like. Happy to do that when we send the link out.
Yep.
For this, it appears to be recording. I apologise. I have no idea what happened. Suddenly, I've got sound back, but once I put the presentation up, I lost sound from you and you couldn't hear me. So very frustrating. So I apologise for that. Lisa, when we finish, I might get you to stay on. We'll have another try and fiddle with it to see what went on. But otherwise, everybody else, thank you very much. Really appreciate your time. You'll all be on the database for the next one, which is Bonnie from PMA. I know she has been on before, but not for a while. And She's just been travelling extensively overseas, so I'm hoping, in fact, I'm sure she will bring back some very informative ideas on retail and trends in plants. So we're looking forward to that. So Lisa, thank you, and thank everybody for being involved. Catch up with you. Bye.
Thank
All right.
Thank you.
Take
Stay
care.
on, Lisa, and we'll see if we can. Don't know whether we can lose everybody else, but not.
Thanks, Lee. Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, Grant. Thank you. Bye. You need to hang up, Grant.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out where
Not trying to get rid of you.
Got it. I'm just looking for the.
Done. Oh, well, isn't that so annoying? Gee, honestly, I don't know. I don't know what went wrong there. I've got no